some elected officials we're going to recognize tonight, but first of all, we have a special guest here tonight. I wanted to take a moment and introduce and just say a big Lake County thank you. We have Agent Mr. Anthony Coker, the liaison for ICE here in Florida, who's doing incredible work. I think we can all stand up and thank you, sir. We're going to be doing something special for them at the Lincoln Reagan dinner as well. So Anthony, God bless you and thank you. And we have Grandma Rose here tonight as well, because you know he needs a bodyguard. So Grandma, we have Grandma here tonight too. Grandma, thank you for being here. Okay, so we have some elected officials I'm going to announce here tonight. We have our mayor in Leesburg, Mr. Alan Reisman is here. Just down the street in Tavares, Mr. Walter Price, Mayor of Tavares. Thank you, sir.
Mr. Chairman, I'd like to make a motion to amend the agenda regarding the people that are allowed to speak today be members and non-members. And my reason for that is because we're all concerned about the Republican Party, and the people need to hear what other people are thinking and have to say, especially you up there. So I'd like to make that motion. Second. Amend the agenda.
So could you do me a favor and bring that motion up in a second when we get to that point?
No, you made the motion. Should be a vote.
It's on the floor.
Read the rules.
It's on the floor. It must be voted for.
Joke.
So let me back up for a second.
Read the rules, buddy. Robert's rules.
I've asked to sit in and be our parliamentarian.
Don't get too close to me if I
so,
don't want to get hit.
Sir,
Can't hear you.
There's no agenda.
all right, here's what I'll do. I'll make it
Joke. What a joke. What a joke.
Robert's rule.
Put it to the floor.
It's been seconded.
It's on the floor. It's seconded. Let's have a vote on it.
He doesn't know the rules.
Let me ask you a question, Mr. Sabatini, former chairman. Let me ask you a question. You want to run your mouth?
You got a motion on the floor,
My
buddy.
question is,
You got a motion on the floor.
Is the chairman allowed at any given time to close the meeting at any point?
No,
to executive?
absolutely not. Absolutely not. You should read the rules.
On the floor.
You got a motion on the floor.
All right, the motion is out of order right now.
This is a joke. What a
We
joke.
also have here, we have Dan Cobb, Representative Dan Cobb's here tonight.
Come on, dude. Make another motion.
We have Commissioner Campione is here.
On the floor.
Vote on it.
Motion on the floor. We have our property appraiser, Mark Jordan. School board member, Mr. Bill Mathias, thank you. We have Commissioner Anthony Sabatini here. Councilmember Eric Hernandez is here. And one of my favorites in Lake County, Ms. Kay McQueen from the great town of Astatilla.
Motion on the floor.
Anybody else that's elected that I forgot?
You got a motion on the floor, buddy.
Mr. Chairman, Robert's rules does not allow you to ignore people. We have a motion on the floor, and I feel your decision.
Here, here.
Bryce doesn't know the rules either.
There's a motion on the floor just to open it up so
Come
the
on.
public can be involved. The public.
Hold the vote.
People that you represent.
Listen to me.
Oh,
I am
what?
fine entertaining this motion.
Do
The
it.
question is, can we be civil in here tonight? And can we just
Yeah.
can we all be mature? You don't listen.
It's just a
I
motion.
never not wanted to
It's a
listen.
simple motion.
So then take a vote. It's over.
Take a vote.
Take a vote.
All right, motion on the floor. Do we have a second? All in favor? Aye. All opposed?
How do we know none of these non-members didn't just vote? We need to do a vote by ballot.
You're out of order. You could have asked for that.
Now we're going to take all this time.
Who gets to count?
I just told you all that I would entertain this and allow it, but I don't understand why we have to sit here and argue. Okay, I just said, can you let me go through the announcements and recognize some candidates that are working their asses off to get elected? Can we at least recognize them first?
And then we have to vote.
Okay, you got it. Fair enough. Let me talk about the candidates for a minute. We have Mr. Keown here, who's running in the city of Tavares. Sir, thank you for being here. We have congressional candidate Aaron Baker here. Aaron, hello there. From the city of Groveland, we have Jim O'Neill here. And running for Tavares City Council is Lou Vegas. Lou.
Time for motion?
There's a YouTube video on how to do it.
When we get to the adoption of the agenda, we're going to deal with your motion, sir. All right, next up we have guests. How many guests tonight? Raise your hand if you are a guest. Thank you for being here tonight, folks. We appreciate it very much. Okay, we have a quorum. There's 108 members present. We're going to verify that's 108.
Point of order, sir.
Yes, ma'am.
We have been trying to find out exactly how many members are in the REC at this point, and we have been unable to do so. The RPOM party rules of procedure.
It's listed on our website, ma'am.
No, it's not.
The secretary said it's on there today.
Oh, today.
We went and updated as of today, so it's on
As
the
of
website.
today, they finally did.
What a joke.
All right.
And is it at the supervisor of elections office?
Yes. Correct.
At the supervisor of elections office?
Oh my God.
And it's reflected at the supervisor of elections office? All right.
All right, so let's hear your motion, sir. You're recognized.
Well, I'd like to make a motion to open up the floor so that members and non-members can all speak, because of the concern that we have for the Republican Party, and that's why we're here, and everybody should have a chance to hear the responses for the questions that the participants, that the people here want to ask, the statements that they want to make. So I make a motion that we amend the agenda so that it's on the agenda that members and non-members all have an open mic to speak on the floor.
Thank you. We have a motion. We have a second? All in favor? Aye. All opposed? No. All right, it carries. We're going to allow it. Fair enough?
There we go. There we go.
The motion was made by Rick made the motion. Mr. Walker, who made the second? Oh yeah, the guy with the crosshairs on my face on every t-shirt. I'll never forget your face, sir. Okay, so fair enough. We're going to listen to everyone.
As well as on the website, the article coming out of the Constitution is incorrect. The latest is May 17, 2025. It's not, the wrong one is loaded. The rules of procedure is correct, but it's coming out of
Okay, so,
Mr. Chairman, point of order.
so, yeah, go ahead.
We can't hear what's being said up front.
Okay, you know what, we're gonna get everyone up to talk with the mic.
We have an obstacle here that we'd like to do. We have members back here.
There was a correction that Cheryl brought up that Stephen has acknowledged that is going to be corrected. And it'll be
He has
reflected.
a point of order, you have to address it. We have a man standing in the middle of the room blocking people,
Okay.
intimidating people.
I'm gonna move on. I'm gonna move on. All right, enough.
Target over them is an intimidation.
All right, so we changed the agenda. We're gonna allow it for now. We're gonna allow everyone to be in here. We're gonna speak, and we're gonna give open mic, and everyone gets up to 1 minute. We're gonna give up to 30 minutes. Is that fair? We have a list so far, and we'll go down that list, and then we'll let everyone jump in after that. All right, can we get adoption of the agenda? Can we get a motion to adopt?
I haven't been able to read it.
All in favor? Aye. It was Mr. Matthias and Mr. Walker seconded. Thank you, sir.
Because they're in the front.
Okay. Next, we have acceptance of the minutes, and before we do that, State Committee Woman Barbara Price has a correction that she would like to make that we've spoken with Archie about.
Thank you, Chairman. So there's a correction to the minutes that I would like to make. There was a misinterpretation. So the correction needs to be made from the last month, stating that if you are a member of another organization, that you are not allowed to be an REC member. That is incorrect. Hold on. The only organization, if you are a member of, is the FRA, because it's in violation of state statute. Any other organization, any member in this room can be a member of any other organization. Rule 23 states, no Republican County Executive Committee. It does not say member. Okay, so there needs to be a change in the meeting minutes to reflect as such, as a conversation that I had today, an extensive conversation with Bill Helmick of the RPO Executive Director. Our RPO Chairman and our Executive Director are both members of the RLC. What has to be done is if you are a member, with the exception of FRA, you can go and speak at the other clubs. You just cannot be identifying yourself as a REC precinct committee member, but you are able to go and speak as an individual. That is the misconception in the minutes of last month, so I would like to have the change adopted, please.
Thank you, Madam Committeewoman, and we will go ahead and reflect that change, Stephen. Okay.
I'd like to make a motion to amend the minutes.
Second.
Okay, second? Second by Mike.
You haven't heard the motion. Say the motion. Say the motion.
Okay, now the motion that I'd like to make, though, is that during the last meeting, it wasn't reflected that people were prevented from coming into the room and were injured in the process.
Will you just knock it off so we can move on? We're going to let everyone speak to...
Second!
Enough. Just enough.
Third.
There's a motion and a second. There's a motion and a second.
No, the answer is no. We're not accepting that motion.
No, that's stupid. Speak your motion again. Speak your motion.
Could I get a motion to accept the minutes?
You can't just make up the rules, dude. You have a motion and a second on the floor.
I make that motion, I state by making the motion.
There's a motion on the floor.
You have a motion and a second.
Guys, I'm not going to sit and do this. If you're going to be disruptive, you're going to be asked to leave. I said we're going to open the meeting. Everyone's going to get...
Follow the rules.
So we have a motion from Mr. Matthias to accept the minutes. A second. All in favor?
Rick, state your motion.
Thank you. So moved. Where carries. The minutes are...
Motion and a second on the floor, Chairman. You got a motion and a second.
It's out of order.
It's not out of order. Under what rules is it out of order? What does it contrast with? What is the rule that it's out of order with?
First of all, you're not going to come in here and do this and be disruptive. You're not even a
You got a motion. You got a motion.
Yeah. And I'm appealing your ruling.
Let's move on to new business.
There's still a motion on the floor.
There's a motion and a second. Take up the motion, hold it for a vote.
Ms. Monica Wofford, we're going to do an update on the Lincoln Reagan.
What a joke. What a joke this place is. What a joke.
Don't go.
Learn the rules.
There's a motion on the floor to amend the minutes.
Monica, do you want to talk about Lincoln Reagan, or are we good?
Yeah.
I think it's good.
What a joke.
Don't
Well, we'll come back to that. She must be out there. Okay. Candidate corner. We're going to let everyone come up and have a 30 seconds to a minute to speak about what you're running for, and tell us a little bit about yourself.
Point of order.
Mr. Vice Chair, do you
Chair,
want
point of order. Is this during new business a time to present new resolutions to the committee? You can make a resolution anytime during same members.
resolutions go to the board first, and then we bring them?
Not true. Untimely resolutions.
The answer is no.
I tried that.
It's a motion.
I tried it 4 times through you. It did not get through you. If you come to the full
Monica, would you like?
It's a motion.
Okay, perfect. All right, we're gonna hear from candidates.
Take up the motion.
Something called untimely resolution means it comes to the committee.
Okay, we've got 4 candidates in the audience tonight. Let's start with the big gun, Aaron Baker. He is running for Congress in District 6.
God bless you, Aaron. I still have a motion on the floor, and it's been...
There's a motion on the floor.
Monica, we wanted to hear you.
It just needs to reflect what happened truthfully at the meeting last time. People were kept from entering, and that there were injuries in that process. It needs to be reflected.
Rick, what's your motion?
What is the motion?
What is your motion?
The motion is that people were prevented from coming into the room during the last meeting, and during that process, there were people that were injured. It's not been reflected in the minutes at all, and it happened. It's dirty laundry, but it needs to be.
Motion to modify.
Second motion.
He's asking for to reflect what he's saying.
The motion is to amend the minutes to put that in the minutes. That people were prevented from coming into the room and that were injured during the process.
Guy standing right there is very aware of it.
Yeah.
What a joke. It's a simple motion. It's a simple motion.
Mr. Chairman, I would just suggest that we have a letter here that encapsulates exactly what Mr. Carlin was talking about. And you might get the maker of the motion to agree that if this memo is put into the minutes of this meeting, then he might...
Why don't you wait until it's your turn to talk, and then you...
It's a motion on the floor. You have to take it out. Dude, you're the chairman of the party.
Keep this up.
You're acting like a disgrace. Take up the motion.
No, the answer's no. I'm the chairman. I said no.
Look at this child. Look at this child.
Mr. Baker, you're welcome.
What a clown. What a clown. Doesn't even read the motion.
Good God, Robert.
What a joke.
Stop-o.
What a joke.
Chairman, not a dictator.
Let the candidate talk.
For those of you that don't know,
Be nice to the candidate.
it's actually right down the street, right on South Bay Street, and I live over in Sorrento. So I ran in the special election for the 6th Congressional District and am doing the same thing again. There was a poll that came out today, and if this doesn't bother every single person in the room, I don't know what does. 63% of people in the state of Florida, their #1 stress point is grocery shopping. That is not acceptable in the United States of America in today's society. So we're going to have much longer discussions about how to fix all these issues. But for the time being, it's very nice to actually be here. And let's just try to be as civil as we can possibly be this evening.
All right.
We're trying.
Okay, next we have Jim O'Neill. He's running for City
council in the town of City of Patrolmen.
All right.
Good evening. Thanks for coming out and participating in this process. I'm running for city council in Patrolmen for a couple of reasons. The primary reason is to help eliminate this type of embarrassment that's going on tonight within our lease in our city. And have cordial, civil, and cooperative discussions about the main issues that are facing us in the city of Grove. So I think I'm a really good candidate for that. I've been working very, very well with current city council. I intend to continue and grow our responsible government growth.
And we have two candidates for city council in the city of Tavares. Why don't we do ladies first? Lou Wiggers, why don't you come up?
Good afternoon. Appreciate everyone's quiet and the respect for this moment. I am running for Tavares City Council. My name is Lou Wiggers. I am a first-generation American. What I just witnessed in here is the reason my parents had to leave Cuba. Okay, if we don't unite and stand, violence will fall.
What a joke.
And I'm just putting it out there.
Rhino!
Tavares is plagued with the same trifecta many of our other municipalities are. Growth, roads, and taxes. We need to preserve Tavares for the next generation. In order to accomplish this, we need to plan for the future. We need to develop good policy and work with our county and our legislators as well. I'm available if anyone cares to speak to me afterwards. Thank you.
And to wrap it up, also running for Tavares City Council, Doug Cowan.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Jochim, and as we said, I'm running for Tavares City Council. I guess one thing you can say is positive is Tavares for sure. No matter what happens with who in my race, we're putting Republican and our RC member on city council. I served 26 years in the Navy, retired in 2021. I don't believe my time of service is over, so I want to serve the city of Tavares, serve the citizens of Tavares. So just like I serve my country, appreciate any of you want to talk to me about it. Anything more? I'm always willing to sit down and have a good conversation. Thank you very much. I'm ready.
That's everyone.
Well, then again, I will make my motion to amend.
Take up the motion. Take up the damn motion.
You can see that
It's a basic motion, man. Just hold a vote. It's not that hard, dude. It's not that hard.
No, the answer's no. I already said no.
Well, that is.
What a clown. You're such a clown.
Go send it to the grievance committee. We'll deal with it later.
Oh, shut up.
All right, now we're going to swear in some new members. Congratulations.
Other people.
I promise I'm not any of the things that they say. All right, so we've got a nice list here. We're going to call you up, and then for those that were here, who was here last meeting that was sworn in as a new member last meeting? Those of you that were here, if you'd like to come up and say the oath with us, we'd love to have you stand up. I know we didn't have that the last time, so I'd like to. We're going to say the oath. Would you like to? So the names we have for here today that are being sworn in: Aaron Baker. Sir, thank you. Yeah, just come up to the front. We're gonna say the oath. Judy Bever. Thank you, Judy. Annette Bodie. Chris Campione.
Close enough.
Oh, sorry, Chris Campbell. I literally saw Chris.
You almost had to become an attorney.
Larry Crook, Dixie Bechtel, John Colin, Keith Keel, we did not recognize, and I'm going to take a second, that's the mayor of Groveland, Mr. Keogh. Thanks for being here. Christina Lidar. Thank you, Christina. Elaine Paglianari. Sam Simmons. Paula Beltides. Diane Vanetta.
He's not a bad person. Hey, Diane! He's a very nice.
Hello, Diane. Lydia Walker. Gary Windheim. And Stephanie Windheim.
Go, Stephanie!
And then for those that would like to recite that were here last time, you're welcome to stand up and join us or not. It's up to you. Thank you for being here again. All right. Repeat after me. State your name. I. What is your name? Affirm that I will comply with the following mandatory precinct committee man and committee woman duties and responsibilities. To abide by the Republican Party loyalty oath. To abide by the governing documents of REC members. To attend all regular meetings of the REC unless appropriate excuses are provided. To actively campaign for the party's candidates in my precinct in each election cycle. I will also, whenever possible, volunteer to serve on one or more Lake GOP committees. I will assist Lake GOP fundraising efforts.
Yeah, they changed those.
Including attending the Lincoln Day dinner as a paid guest.
Stupid.
We'll give you a rain check for next year. Participate in a Republican club.
What a joke.
Or consider
You're taking an oath to buy a ticket for a dinner that fits
in my
100.
area. Consider getting involved in a Lake GOP leadership role as a committee chair, officer, or candidate for public office. Congratulations, welcome to the Lake GOP.
Let the record reflect, most of those people were blocked for 9 months from joining. 9 months.
So I'd like to
What a joke.
get a motion to accept every one of those new members.
Congratulations.
Secretary, make sure you write that down. They were blocked for 9 months from joining. 9 months.
Second, thank you. All in favor of allowing all those folks in, say aye. So moved.
Can't hear you. Speak up.
Now that those 20 people were voted in, now that they were voted in, I have a point of information. We have 108 members here. Do those 20 now make it 128? Because I want to make sure when we vote on any motions that we have the right quorum. How many members are we? Thank you. At the next meeting. Okay, so let's just make sure we only have 100. Thank you.
Under what rule?
They just make shit up as we go. I love it. That's true. They just go, yeah, starting next time.
Chairman, I move that I be allowed to present the resolution on E-Verify. I have attempted 4 times to go before the board and or this group, and you disallow it every time. There's a process in the county law constitution where the RPOF was allowed for what's called untimely resolutions. That's what this is. It comes before the REC first. They hear it, yes or no. What happens then, which is kind of strange, it goes back to the board, and the board then does this thing for style and so forth, and then back to the committee.
Second. Second the motion.
Third.
Fourth.
Those people will feel like we've caused a ruckus here today. You don't know half of what's going on that caused this.
Sure don't.
All right, and, it says in timely resolution, any proposed resolution is not timely submitted in paragraph A, may only be considered under emergency or extraordinary circumstances, and if it is received at least 24 hours before the Republic.
You canceled 6 meetings in a row. How are they supposed to bring
17
it?
days ago, sir.
You canceled 6 meetings in a row.
17 days ago.
All right, we will take it up at the next meeting.
What a clown show. What a clown show.
Take it up now.
The organization needs to hear what it's about.
We're not taking up this motion
Wow.
today, this resolution, sir. We will take it up at the next executive meeting. I've got another resolution we're taking up as well, and we'll deal with the
Let me
vote.
say this. I've said it to you before. When you say things like this, it makes people understand why we're so upset. You're trying to break our will. Those of us who want to have input on issues, you don't want that. The elected officials don't want that. Every sector in this state has paid lobbyists to go talk in your ear and every elected official's ear all the time. And you don't want us, and other people don't want us to have opinions that we pass on to the elected officials.
You can talk about your resolution. When it's time for everyone to speak in a minute, you can get a minute, you can speak
I
about
want to
it.
make a
You can't do it in a
motion
minute,
to
sir.
reinstate the resolution committee.
Policy committee.
Policy committee, so that we can submit these resolutions.
All right, we're gonna get to the treasurer's report.
There's a motion on the floor, Chairman, with a second. You need to have a vote on it. There's a motion for the policy committee with a second on the floor. Have a vote on it. Have a vote on it. Have a vote on it.
You need to get out of here real quick, sir. You want to keep that up.
Okay, sir.
You get out.
Read the rules. You turned this REC into a joke. There's a motion on the floor with a second. Hold a vote on the motion. For God's sakes. It's just a motion.
Make it legal.
There's a motion and a second on the floor. There's a motion and a second on the floor. There's a motion and a second on the floor. You're a joke. You're a joke. You're a joke. You canceled 6 meetings in a row. You're a joke. You're a joke.
Hey, you're out of here. It's time for you to go. Sabatini, get the hell out of here. You're done. We're done. Get out of here. Get out of here right now. This meeting is done until you leave. You're done until you leave. You're out of here.
You got 2 motions on the floor.
We're not doing
You got 2
this.
motions on the floor.
Hey, we'll go all with you. That's all.
Okay, that is out of order. We just read it. We're moving on.
You got 2 motions on the floor. You are out of order.
I want him removed right now. I'm the chairman and you're being
You got 2
removed.
motions on the floor.
You are done.
You got 2 motions on the floor.
You get out of here. You're done.
You get out.
Go for it. Hey, what's he doing? Take a photo of who he's texting right now. Take a photo. Yeah, take a picture. Andy, you're up there. Take a picture. That's a public record, buddy.
Motion on the floor. Vote on it. What are you afraid of? Vote on it.
We already dealt with the motion. The motion is out of order.
No.
We'll let him speak about it in a little bit.
It's not
We're going to hear resolutions at the next meeting. We're hearing about the board meeting first, and then we're going to hear them.
You said
I've already read
extenuating
this circumstance.
circumstance. The chairman that doesn't follow Robert's rule of order is an extenuating circumstance.
We got 2 motions on the floor. What's your reason? It's the easiest thing to do. Yes or no. Move on. That's it.
What's the reason?
Why is it so hard?
What are you afraid of? Vote on it. Scared you can't.
Motion on the floor.
2 motions on the floor. You got 2 motions on the floor. Sit down. Sit down. You got 2 motions.
Get out of here. You're not a member, and you're disrupting this whole meeting.
No, it's a public meeting. This is the public portion of the meeting.
No, you're not. You're getting out of here.
He's not disrupting.
Can you
This is a public meeting. Half the people here are public. This is not right. This is not right. Sir, you can't come in here and just start arresting people because they made a motion. You're threatening arrest because he has two motions he doesn't want to take up. It's not that hard.
The body never made a motion to remove him.
No signed complaints.
This body never told me
The body did not make a motion to remove him. The only person who was to remove
So he's not a member of the party, and I'm the chairman, and he's leaving because he's very disruptive, and he's beginning another meeting.
Complaints and probable cause. There is no suspicion. Must be probable cause.
There's two motions on the floor. I don't understand why it's such a big deal.
There is no complainant.
Watch where you're going, buddy.
That is authorized to do this. I see no complainant that is authorized to do this, sir.
The chairman is out of order.
There is no complainant. There is no articulable suspicion. There is intimidation, and we respect the police and love the police. However,
It's just a simple motion. That's it. It was just a motion to reinstitute the policy. You got a motion later on.
Once you become a member of this, you come back here and run your mouth. You're not doing this. Get out of here.
It's just a motion. I don't get it. It's a motion to reinstitute the policy committee. Why is that offensive? Why is that offensive? I don't get it.
we have to stand behind him.
It's a basic motion. Why is it such a big deal?
It's a democratic strategy.
Hey, somebody on the executive board, just hold the vote on the motion. It's not that big of a deal. I don't know why you guys are shutting down the meeting.
We're lucky we're not Antifa, we don't wear masks.
This is a public meeting, publicly noticed. Yeah, it's public notice. Listen, there was a motion made. He goes, you have a right. So he's one person.
So what are you shooting at? Yeah, you're the video camera. Oh,
no drag, no disruption. There's a motion for you. The body has exclusive authority in the room, not one individual. I'm just letting you know. Existing executive body, it's all body. I'm not going anywhere unless I'm given a written authority that I'm trespassing the body. I'm doing this before we do Okay, well, I'm only hearing it from one guy, not the actual executive. I do know one thing. There's no authority for one person to walk in the room, call themselves chairman, and exclusively unilaterally. That big authority does not exist. He doesn't have the key in the room. He doesn't have the room. He doesn't have contractual authority in the room.
done by phone.
Big business.
Are you going to keep it up, or are you going to shut up and let us finish the meeting? Okay, it's a simple question I have. Are you going to outrage again? Because he's wrong. You're not a member, and that's a different rule versus a member and a non-member.
There's a lot of non-members here.
We passed the motion to let non-members speak. Remember, that was the first thing we did. Right? Wasn't that the first thing we did? Was non-members were allowed to speak?
That's correct.
Yeah.
First motion to pass to allow members of the public to address the body. That passed already.
And you've got to be recognized by the chair to make a motion, and I never recognized you for that motion, okay? So we're not going to go forward. We're going to move on with the meeting. If we can move on with the meeting, we'll move on.
There's a motion on the floor. Motion. Motion on the floor.
Can we move on?
Motion on the floor.
There's no motion.
Yes, there is. Yes, there is. Motion on the floor.
If it doesn't pass, it doesn't pass.
Motion.
We're going to the treasurer's report.
We already did.
You're going to get time to come speak for a minute. Everyone's going to get time. All we're doing is cutting into that time.
Motion on the floor.
And it's not recognized. I'm not recognizing it.
That's because you can't recognize it.
I'm not recognizing the
Why? Why are you?
That's my prerogative as the chair. Guys, we're just going to get the treasurer's report done. We're going to get back to the rest of the meeting. I hear you, Mr. Carlin. The chair disagree with your idea.
The chairman recognizes what he's supposed to do.
We're going to get photos so that we can get back to public comment. Please, give me 2 minutes. 2 minutes is all I ask. Rick, give me 2 minutes, please. I've got 3 bullet points on here. So we can get back to the rest of the meeting.
Respectfully, we don't want to give you 3 minutes because every time we do, you guys adjourn and you don't listen to anything we have to say. And the frustration you're witnessing in the back of the room right now has been mounting for 9 months because you guys want to be civil but don't want to listen to the other half of the room. So we're just asking, please take up the motion.
Yes.
We're going to get into the treasurer's report and then get to all of your comments.
There's a motion on the
So we include the state and federal budget versus the actual reports for August. The actuals are in line with the bank balances, and we are tracking the current budget. Year to date through August, we've collected $81,706 in state contributions and expended $26,902 in expenditures. The current balance at the end of August in the state account was just over $100,000, and the federal account balance at the end of August was $455. The Q3 SOE report for the state account and the October quarterly report for the federal account are due on 10/10 and 10/15 respectively. Both will be submitted on October 1st. And a Lincoln Reagan update briefly. As of today, we've collected $73,562 in contributions and expenses of $7,000. Any questions before we move on to the rest of the comments?
Yes, sir. Question.
Yes, sir.
How come they canceled the executive committee and so this wasn't presented to them and approved by them?
Do you have a question on the financial Vance?
Yeah, how are you even showing this when it didn't go to the executive committee because it was canceled?
Because this is the treasurer's report for the month of August, and we give it every single month. Cheryl, do you hear that statement?
Except for 7 months.
Every month we had a meeting, we gave this treasurer's report.
Every month we had a meeting.
7 months ago. That's the fact of the matter. Every time we have this room, we give the treasurer's report. That's all I'm doing. Do you have any questions on the treasurer's report? Thank you very much. Thank you.
Motion's on the floor. Motion's on the floor.
Okay, we're going to have amendment 4. Everyone gets to stay. Ken, you are first on the microphone, and before we start doing this, I want everyone to know that we put together an ad hoc committee, and I'm going to put that out in an email later. I'm waiting on a couple people to confirm they can do it.
Later.
We're going to take some notes. We're going to listen to everything you all have to say, and then we're going to put together a report. So we're going to come back to the committee, and they're going to talk about all the things that everyone had to say and recommendations that they have for things that we need to do to make this more streamlined and to listen to everyone. And to the young lady's comments about not listening, I certainly don't want you to feel that way. So we're going to listen.
Then do your
So we're going to let Ken go first, even though that wasn't...
Read the rules of order.
Sir, I respect you. Thank you.
My resolution will take more than 1 minute, but it's a resolution to implement employment verification law supporting removing illegal immigrants from Florida. Whereas an estimated 1.2 million aliens in Florida make up, says, the 3rd highest among states in the nation, and whereas this is a timely issue which should be addressed at the earliest possible date to complement the widespread popular demand for supporting, I'll wait, Mike, for supporting President Trump's agenda, and whereas the strict enforcement of E-Verify would contribute to the reduction of the protest, destruction of property, assault on law enforcement, and violence by eliminating the jobs which serve as a magnet keeping illegals here. Whereas
let's listen to Madonna Card, please.
Whereas, unfortunately, the public will become weary, folks, of what we're seeing in the news right now, of the national disruption and more easily fall prey to false reports and calls ceasing deportation enforcement and support for amnesty. And whereas employers will have to work harder to employ needed labor, possibly requiring higher wages, consumers may temporarily pay higher prices, and government will have to reduce welfare benefits for the able-bodied, resulting in workforce increase. That's how we replace the ones we get rid of. Whereas the Governor DeSantis supported the 2021 E-Verify law requiring all persons hired in Florida to be subject to E-Verify, but the 2023 amended law only required employers with 25 or more employees to use the process, which then allows them to divide into smaller LLCs, thus avoiding the requirements of the law. And whereas during the 2025 session, the Florida House again passed the Governor DeSantis supported stricter version requiring all employees to use E-Verify for all hires, and with an 88 to 25 margin, while the Senate Rules Committee let it die without taking it up for consideration. Tool used a lot, folks. Whereas the governor has served Florida exceptionally well by being a major force bringing light to the illegal immigration by busing thousands of to northern sanctuary communities, demolishing Gavin Newsom in a national televised debate, exhibiting the success of a major conservative state versus the failure of a liberal one, leading the expansion of school choice, garnering national recognition, defending parental rights and education, abolishing CRT, DEI, biological male and girl sports and spaces, inappropriate curriculum, and implementing rational response to COVID. And whereas, most of you have one of these to look at, like, and whereas powerful economic interests and their political messengers
who are against strict enforcement of our nation's laws on immigration and who are at odds with popular demand only began working with Governor DeSantis on this issue after overwhelming popular support for his position. And whereas the implementation and enforcement of the 2021 E-Verify law will promote self-deportation of illegal immigrants, resulting in reduced government-funded deportation actions, financial stress on social services, education, detention centers, crime, housing costs, social turmoil for perceived inhumane practices claimed during the removal process, and reduced American citizen unemployment. Now, therefore, be it resolved, that's where you clap. Now, therefore, be it resolved that the Lake County Republican Party Executive Committee supports Governor DeSantis' efforts to facilitate President Trump's efforts to remove illegal immigrants from the United States, while understanding the Biden administration has left us with a disaster which requires a price to be paid by all consumers to rectify. Be it further resolved as follows. The responsibility for implementing any law pertaining to illegal immigrant removal remains under the purview of the governor. Read what's going on and understand why it's important. The governor should implement any suggestions from the Commission on Illegal Immigration that he deems appropriate. E-Verify law should be restored to its original intent that all prospective employees must qualify before employment. Again, now it says passed and adopted by the Lake County Republican Party Executive Committee on a particular date, and forwarded to the governor, RPOF, Republican legislative membership, Florida RECs, and Central Florida news outlets. Signed by the chairman. Thank you.
Five more minutes.
All right, next up, Chair Baker. That's a resolution.
Actually, what happened?
Yes, it is. It was a resolution. He told me I could speak to it now. Therefore, it should be, but it should have been done earlier. I allowed him to have me come up here now. It's a resolution.
Correct, but we're not hearing a resolution today. I told you you could present it. We're going to circulate it, and next meeting we're hearing that resolution. We have one other one we're going to hear as well. And they're going to be heard at the executive committee first because
make a motion to add it to the next agenda. Make a motion to add it to the next agenda.
That first, and I appreciate what you're saying right now. If it was that easy, that would further make you a dictator. You can't do it that way. You got to get the vote of the committee for it to move forward back to the board.
But I did not recognize you to present a resolution. I recognized you for your time to speak and open the floor.
What are you afraid of?
Before you do this, Chairman, it looks bad for you. It tells people you're not allowing grassroots input. This is being a top-down operation. Elected officials operating this process, and it shouldn't be that way.
You understand, though, how long it's going to take to go get everyone up here. We got to get votes. We have to get 108 ballots. We have to figure out who voted yes or no.
That's why
we never put it on the agenda. So we're not dealing with something that's not on the agenda today. And we amended the agenda to about 5 times
over the last 8 months.
I just told you we will present it at the next meeting. Period.
Vote on that.
Is it going to be too hard at the next meeting, too?
I make a motion to make sure it's on there.
Aaron, you're up. Aaron Baker's up.
Motion on the floor, seconded.
Yeah, motion to make sure that's guaranteed to be on the next meeting and not just, we'll bring it up next.
Chris, you got to stay closer. They can't hear you.
There's a motion on the floor.
Point of order to make sure that's actually on the next meeting minutes.
Horrible guy.
There is a motion on the floor. And it was seconded.
We're moving on. We're moving on. Cheryl,
Because if it's October 20th, per RPOF Party Rules and Procedure dated May 17th, 2025, Rule 6.c on page 10, it states, each county executive committee shall meet at least 6 times during the calendar year. One meeting within each quarter with at least 28 days between each meeting.
Therefore, we cannot meet prior to October 27th, and you just said October 20th.
I didn't say any such date. I asked him.
That rule counts for the 6 meetings a year. You can meet every 2 weeks if you want to, but you have to at least meet 6 times during the year with 1 month.
That's a total lie.
Does the body know we always met once a month?
What a lie.
Okay, go ahead, Aaron, you're up, sir. Whew, this is a tough one. I think we just need to take a collective breath.
Sir,
Just take
there's a
a...
motion on the floor.
There's a motion, buddy. There's a motion.
To address it.
I'm not the one to address emotion, okay? Let's just take a collective breath.
Take up the motion is what we can take.
Okay, take
There
a
was a
collective breath.
motion made to ensure that that resolution will be on the agenda for the next meeting. I second it. We need to address that.
Go ahead, Aaron. You're right.
No, there's a motion to amend the agenda. Why are you can't unilaterally, literally just ignore everybody in the room, dude? You're like a fake chairman. Come on. This is a joke.
I just told you we weren't going to do this, Anthony. Why do you have to keep this up?
It's a motion to amend.
You're not a member and you don't have a right to be here. Now let me say.
I am a member. I seconded a motion. Which was made by a member.
Go ahead, Aaron. Aaron is recognized to speak. Why don't you let the man speak?
What's your point? It's a motion. This is like day
All right. Well, lovely day to be here. Absolutely. Yeah.
You sure ain't gonna get
I
on?
mean, for those of us that live in Eustis or Sorrento, I mean, it's gorgeous to wake up and look out over this lake. It's, you know, we really live in a beautiful area.
Okay, no disrespect. You're getting a motion on the floor from the people.
There's a motion on the floor, Jared.
Just take up the motion.
Be a good candidate, man. Hear the people out.
The member presented the motion. Votes, right? He goes out. The member seconded the motion.
They were not recognized, okay? Until they're recognized, that's out of order. We have an agenda and we're going through the agenda. Every time someone speaks, we're not just going to throw out motions. We can do this in order. Aaron Baker has the floor. Why don't you all have some respect and let the man speak?
I got some respect for Mark.
Mayor, don't let yourself get they're using you, buddy.
It goes both ways, man.
Point of order, Mr. Chairman. If someone is not recognized and is not on the floor, that gentleman was not recognized and is not on the floor. Please let ma'am go ahead.
Yes.
Only the chairman can recognize.
Members of the board got a letter this evening. Every single member got a copy of a letter, and the letter contents ask for the expulsion of Michael Schranger from the REC. I move that this letter be an addendum to the minutes of the meeting, and if members would like a copy of it, I have some available, and Mike Schranger has some available on the back.
I second it.
Forward.
Aaron, are you done trying to speak? Sure. Okay. Next, we have Leslie Campion. Would you like to speak, ma'am?
Good luck, Wesley.
My question, the reason I asked to speak is I wanted clarification as to who would be speakers at the Lincoln Reagan dinner. I reached out previously because I heard that it had been settled before now, but when I look on the website, it still lists Corey Mills as one of our speakers. And has that been addressed? So, yes, I mean, I guess you're going to answer the question, but I want my time because if the answer is he's one of our speakers, I want to explain why I'm disappointed in that, and there may be people that wouldn't want to attend.
Here we go.
Who are you?
My name is Monica Walford, and I'm the chairman of the Lincoln Reagan Dinner. And funny enough, I think my new name is Monica Lincoln Reagan Walford, to be quite honest, with all the work that's gone into this event. I will address the question. Our three speakers for the Lincoln Reagan Dinner, as of 4:32 this afternoon, are Corey Mills, Byron Donalds.
Oh my God.
Ladies and gentlemen, I will not continue to speak.
Hey,
Let her speak! This is America! Let her speak!
Byron Donalds is our special guest speaker, and our keynote speaker is Lieutenant Governor Jay Collins. The remainder of this information becomes also important and I think may impact what you're sharing. It was not my intent to bring this to your attention this evening, but because of the impending government shutdown, in the event that that happens, which I'm not asking of anyone's opinion if it's going to happen, if it happens, there will be a federal lockdown on federal congressmen and women, as well as their staff, and they will not be able to attend the event. That impacts multiple aspects of the Lincoln Reagan Dinner. It will not impact the attendance of Congressman Byron Donalds, which was confirmed this afternoon at 3:17. It will not impact the attendance of Lieutenant Governor Jay Collins, his staff, and his security detail. There is a Plan B in place that I won't mention. I will say it could be very exciting. Our thinking at the moment is that until we understand what the protocol is based on a shutdown or not shutdown, I have no further information for you about Corey Mills. I will share that there has been many discussions about him attending or not attending, and those will likely continue up until Wednesday morning at 8 a.m. Does that address your question?
I guess, so we don't really know when we get ready to go to the event, whether we're going to an event that Corey Mills will be at, or will you put it on the website so that we know, so we can make a decision whether we want to be there?
Good question. So a commitment that I will make to you, and I do not modify the website, but I know who does, is that the moment I find out he is not going to attend, I will ask to have his picture and information removed from the website. Now, anyone who is on Google, on any browser, any website, when you go to the website and you still see it, when I've said it would be requested to be taken off, please refresh your screen before you yell at me that you still see it. I'm not meaning to be pedantic at all, but please refresh your screen or it will show up still, okay? So I will request to have it removed the moment that I find that out. And for context, I am on the phone with all three of these individual staff members every day and have been for the last week and a half because of the logistics, because of the danger that Charlie Kirk has brought about, the concerns for security, where they're going to park, what's their exit plan, what's their escape route, what's their intro, what's their walk-in music. So I'm literally on the phone with these people every single day. So I will know immediately if he is not coming, and then I will take the appropriate action.
And now, one other question.
Sure.
Are there plans to have security at the Lincoln Reagan Dinner? Since you brought up the Charlie Kirk situation, I just wondered whether we had that covered. Although I would imagine a lot of people. Yeah, it's not a county government meeting. It's not a but I just wondered whether we would have someone there for law enforcement there.
There will be as many law enforcement in this room, almost as there are attendees. That's a bit of an exaggeration. But there will be multiple Leos in the room. There will be representatives from ICE in the room. There will be security detail that accompany two of the three current speakers. And if a special guest arrives, there will be far more additional security detail. So allow me to speak to this for just a moment. When you come to Bella Colina, for those of you who have been there is a gate in the front. The gate is a quarter to a half mile from the clubhouse. please do not arrive at 5 till 5 if you're going to the VIP reception and think you're going to be in that room at 5 o'clock. Because there will be 3 gates open for security. You must present your driver's license. If you are not on the guest list, you will not be allowed entry into Bella Collina. So some of the security concern has been assuaged because of the nature of this venue and because there is no visible public access to the room in which this event is being held. So all of the elected officials that are currently on our speaker slate, we've also had that conversation in tremendous detail because they are concerned. So we have had many discussions about, like I said, escape routes, plans, disaster plans, emergency plans, etc. So there will be multiple law enforcement in this room, both obvious to you and not obvious to you. So that aspect, to my knowledge, has been covered. Does that address Leslie?
Thank you.
Absolutely. Are there other questions about the Lincoln Reagan dinner? I'm happy to address or happy to answer if anyone's interested. Aaron?
Can I just ask if you can, the noon on that day, make a Facebook post if Corey Mills is attending or not? Is that unreasonable?
The question was, can we make a Facebook post on that day when we find out if or if not Corey Mills will be speaking? Yes, we can make a Facebook post and we can send an email to every attendee. The challenge with that email is we do not have all of your emails as attendees because when you purchase the ticket, you have the option to put only your phone number, your address, or your email. So several attendees, I have the lead person who bought the table or the lead person who bought tickets for several people, their information. So if you receive an email, please share it with all of those you know who are attending with you. Good question, Aaron. Ken, is this one for me or no?
Yes, did the committee consider having a venue next year where more people can attend? So
Great
it
question.
appears to be less elitist than what it appears this time because of the number of people.
Yeah, how'd you screw that up?
And,
Great question.
And because of the price, the big price increase. I think a lot of people probably feel
We should have
like they're not invited.
a counter meeting, hamburger.
Given we went from 270 to 170.
Disgusting.
Appreciate the question.
Was there an answer?
I'm waiting. Are you finished?
You screwed up big time.
Are you
170
finished?
people, it's a joke. You
Are you
screwed up
finished?
big time. Drop the ball. You did a horrible job. 170 is ridiculous. Is that what you want? I'll give you my thoughts if I had the floor. You did a horrible job. You chose a venue no one can get to, no one can afford. You cut the numbers in half. It's a disgrace. It's a disgrace what you guys
No,
did.
what you are is a
canceled
disgrace to
6
this county.
meetings. You gave me the floor. Take the floor. You canceled 6 meetings in a row. You doubled the ticket price. You cut down the amount of people who could go. And you're inviting a guy who just got done doing sex videos the girl happened to say he wasn't married to. That's very uncourse for you, I get it. But honestly, the rest of these people, Christian conservatives, don't want that. So you should be apologizing. You should be apologizing to the body for coming to this organization and running it to the ground.
Let me know when you have a question.
Gave him the floor.
He's a difficult people.
There is a significant difference between giving the floor and yielding the floor. Now, your question, Ken. The reason for the choice of venue was for the elegance. At no point,
Go get him, Ralph.
or I would not be chair, by choice. I see you, Ralph. Give me just one moment, please. At no point was anyone intended to be excluded. That is not my style, that is not how I operate, and not my preference. The rest that I can share with you is over 180. We must invite the fire marshal who will then start moving people out of the room. So while I recognize the optics of 170 being a small number, the venue also donated all food, all beverage, all venue costs. That is hard to find at another venue to the tune of 50,000 plus. So there was a way of pros and cons, and I apologize as the chair of the Lincoln Reagan dinner if it has appeared as anyone has been excluded, because that is not ever my intent. We are fully sold out, and I am turning cartwheels to try to figure out how to fit 8 to 10 more people. So, I am doing everything I can to put as many people as I can. Ken, I'm sorry, I didn't hear the last part.
270 to 170 is the figure, that's the fact.
I understand your math. Ralph, just one moment. You were next, Marie.
I just was wondering why it's an issue.
Can't hear you.
Let her have the mic.
It's a pretext.
The question was, why is it an issue for Corey Mills during the shutdown and he would not be able to attend, but it is not an issue with Byron Donalds that he would be able to attend? The answer is Byron Donalds is running for governor, so his expenses are not funded out of money from the American public or the federal government. His expenses are funded as a campaign cost. So he is at liberty to make a different decision should he so choose to attend our event, and as I understand today, that has been confirmed. Ralph.
My only question, I think I might have your answer because I asked Tyler this.
Use the microphone, Ralph.
I'll be happy to repeat the question. What is your question, Ralph?
I asked Tyler 2 meetings ago about that number thing, because there's no way physically everybody can bring their spouse or their significant other to the meeting.
Okay.
And everything you said was absolutely true about everything. And Tyler, did you ever find out why?
Can't hear you, Ralph.
Do this 2 different ways. The other thing I did.
Just a moment, if I may, just a
why
moment.
don't you have 2 Lincoln days and raise revenues? That's the answer.
Next week work for you? Oh my gosh. Okay. The question that Ralph is asking is the discussion he had with Taylor 2 meetings ago about the meeting and the venue and the size, and that it made it difficult, in Ralph's words, for one to also bring your spouse and attend as an individual guest. And then Ralph posed a question to Taylor about did he ever find out why that was not feasible. Taylor, I don't know if you heard that question or if you
Hey, I'm have an sorry.
answer.
Tyler, not Taylor.
Oh, I apologize. We do that all the time. Tyler.
Frankly, Ralph, what are you asking the question? Why is there 170 people in the room? Or
No, I asked you about the venue, why they did 170, and the time you said, I really don't know, so I presume you can find out.
And I can feel that for you. It is because of the capacity of the room. It's not a choice that they made, it's the max capacity.
No, we knew that, that was a given. What I'm trying to ask you is, why did he bring Taylor or you or whoever was making the decision about being let's see how we can make this work so we get more people and get all the money and all the free stuff.
Meaning go to a different venue?
Well, that, I mean, or figure a way to put aside, I don't know, I've been this a couple of times.
Well, I will tell you, should I ever have the privilege to hold...
Have some more room to have nots in the other, whatever.
Should I ever have the privilege to hold this role again, I would encourage that we find a place that has a larger venue. In Lake County, it is hard to argue with the elegance of Bella Colina. It's a standalone, unique location. I don't know that I wouldn't reconsider another location and/or have 2. But if we're having 2, I'm chair of one, you're chair of the other.
No way, Leslie.
I'm doing this twice. Woo! And any other questions?
And Monica brings up a great point. When they offered to provide all this at no cost, and it was something that we had in mind, what we had seen in recent years, we had this down in South Lake County, and it was donated to us. And the way we look at it is, the goal of the REC is to elect Republican members. How do we do that? Get them registered and get them, turn people out to vote. We need money to do that to help good candidates. So this was a great opportunity in kind of in an off year to really fill up the coffers. And if you look at the numbers, I mean, we're growing the party. Every month it's more and more people, and certainly our numbers are going up money-wise. So we're prepared for next year, and it's going to be a big year when we turn January, what we're going to have in the bank to get to work next year and help elect Republican folks. So next year, to her point, I agree with you, sir. We are going to go back to a venue where we can allow more people. It was something that we tried, and the upside was substantial, more money in the bank to do it, and we get to do an event down in South Lake. The negative is that we can't get as many people in that venue, but the yield is much better for the party, so we decided to give it a try this year. Now, next year, I agree, we're going to go back, and I don't disagree with that statement at all. But that's why we did it.
Or call it something else, and then have a Lincoln Reagan dinner and another venue a little bit more.
That's a great point. That's a great point. Monica loves to just
She's got time.
Any more questions about Lincoln Reagan that you guys would like to ask? Well, we have Monica standing here. Okay. Thank you, Monica.
Thank you, Monica.
How to deal with difficult people.
We have Matthew Guy. Matthew here. Where are you?
I don't think it was. Alright, I feel weird having my back to everybody. Alright. Good evening, everyone, and thank you, Mr. Chairman, for this minute. In the wake of the recent tragedy surrounding Charlie Kirk, we've seen Turning Point USA become a powerful rallying point for young conservatives across the country. This is a moment we cannot allow to pass us by. I believe it's crucial that we form a dedicated subcommittee for young Republican outreach. One that can quickly organize with Turning Point USA to set up chapters at our local schools and colleges. With this subcommittee, we can ensure that these young conservatives get the experienced guidance that they will need. We want to not only have them run on passion alone, but also be firmly rooted in the wisdom and the experience of those who have seen patriotism rise and fall like any other trend. We have but a window of time that being a conservative is once again viewed synonymously as being a patriot. Let us seize this opportunity to guide the next generation and make Lake County a beacon of well-represented, well-supported young conservatives.
Well said.
With that, I have taken the liberty of reaching out to Turning Point USA and found one of the local directors, and I'm looking to find out if the Lake County Republican Party and Turning Point USA can in fact coincide, where we can have a partnership to where have these local chapters be one and the same, so we can support and essentially be their sponsor while they'll be recognized as a Turning Point USA chapter, not necessarily a Republican chapter.
Thank you, Matt. Diane Panetta, are you still here, ma'am? Come on up.
Go get him, Diane.
Hi, Taylor.
I want to turn this
I think that would be better. I just, as a member, I was a member and then I was kind of, I don't want to say you kicked me out, but they kind of did. And then it did take me 7 to 8 months to get back in. So I'm not really happy about that. And I just want to ask all of the new members that have, maybe joined in the last year, are you happy with the way this is going, in the sense that, to me, this is about we the people, we the grassroots, not where you tell us what to do. But I do believe that we are the meat of the party, and whether it's the TPUSA or any of the election integrity resolutions that my board meeting got canceled, I just have a problem with that, because we're an organization, we should be meeting once a month, whether it's a minimum of, 6 times a year. Let's meet once a month. Let's encourage guests. Let's, not cancel our board meetings. Let's allow members to come in and sit in on the board meetings like they used to. You don't have a voice, but as the woman in the back said, we want to feel like we're involved, and it feels like all you new folks come in and you're kicking us old folks out. And we've actually been in this organization for a long time and doing the work. And I just think that whatever the combative animosity is, I know there's different factions, but I kind of feel like what we were all angry about with our last chairman is kind of what we're all angry about with our new chairman. And really, a lot of this could have been avoided tonight if, when someone puts a motion and seconds it, let's just vote on it, I mean, I'm a grassroots activist. activist, I'm working with election integrity, I still want to do that, but if I don't have a voice and can't come here, and whether it's presenting a resolution or just speaking my mind and getting a committee, then what are we doing? I mean, I know we're supposed to raise money for candidates, but shouldn't they want to know what we want? Shouldn't they want to know what we want them to do?
Thank you, Diane. Next is Cheryl Padlock.
Cheryl, go.
Okay. Chairman Yarkosky, in December, you stated that you will be available to the members and your representative duties would not interfere. I personally contacted you repeatedly asking you to address several of my concerns regarding the website, membership roster, and parliamentary procedure. On 8/27, Amanda acknowledged that you would respond that week. I am still waiting. This week, you changed the in-person board meeting that Diane referenced to a Zoom call due to your scheduling conflict, only to cancel the Zoom call less than 10 minutes before it started, violating members' rights to bring the election integrity resolution to the board for the current RPO, per the current RPO of County Model Constitution, Article 7.11a, page 9. And today, we wanted to have it as an emergency resolution. I hope you will hear that, though it's not on the agenda.
It's a disgrace.
I believe that we needed to address the Florida GOP stance on RLC. Thank goodness Barb did, because I believe Vice Chair Mike Trainer was misinformed and added his personal bias to all the clubs. And it does say in our POF, he kept reading Rule 23, which refers to the organizations, not the personal ability to be in a club, as long as Barb stated, our state committee woman, that we don't use our title or office within the RPOF. And one of the things that I really wanted to address, and I'd like to know why we don't, and it's been brought up several times, Chairman, and you're not even listening, is that the RPOF County Model Constitution, Article 10, on page 10, states the latest revision of Robert's Rules of Order, newly revised, shall be constituted as the authority governing the rules of procedure, unless it violates one of the other RPOF documents. And anything we said tonight does not violate that. So when will we start following these rules? Thank you very much.
Okay, our state committee man, Chuck Benoit, you're recognized, sir.
Go, Chuck!
And just so you know, we have the room until 8 p.m. at 7:45. So we need about 10 minutes to clean up, so we'll let Chuck speak, and maybe we have time for one more, or maybe you need longer than 4 or 5 minutes, but it's your fault.
Charlie Kirk's assassination was meant to shut up the American conservative right. Rule number 1 of the Republican Party of Florida's Rules of Procedure is meant to shut up Florida's Republican right. And Taylor Yarkosky's attack on Mike Levine, accusing him of extortion, is to shut up the Lake County Republican.
Amen.
Those of us who condone this type of behavior in the Republican Party of Florida or the Lake County REC are no better than those condoning violence at the national level.
Amen.
The only difference between the assassination of Charlie Kirk and lawfare here locally is the bullet. The intentions are the same. Silence your political enemies. Chairman Yarkosky, do the right thing. Stop the lawfare against the right wing of the Lake County REC, as noted by your attack on Mike Levine. Thank you.
Time for one more. Jason Tomaszak.
Let Mike Levine talk.
My name is Jason Tomaszak, precinct 155. When the election was stolen in 2020, I felt betrayed by the system. What could I do? I'm just Jason. I'm a mechanic, a small business owner. What could I do? Then I was introduced to the Lake County Republican Executive Committee, and I was excited. I took a class, I had a background check, and was voted in. I could do something. Under the previous leader, we were drawing up resolutions and sending them to our representatives in Tallahassee. These are them. I say, Taylor, when you were appointed to your position, you took doing something. Microphone.
Hold the mic.
You took doing something away from me. You took doing something.
Get close to the mic.
You took doing something away from us. Now we do nothing.
Amen. Absolutely nothing. Let's go.
Kevin Card is next. Ken is next. Come on, Ken.
Yield your time, Ken. Yield to Ken. Thank you. Good job,
So, ladies and gentlemen, again, since this administration has taken over the Republican Executive Committee, we've had law enforcement at every single one of our meetings. But on our last meeting, myself and Mr. Sabatini were banned from going into the room, and Mr. Trainer stood at the front door and literally, viciously slammed the door on June Lang, could have potentially entered an injury, and did in fact slam the door on Autumn, which did in fact end an injury, which required intervention of the City of Leesburg Police Department and medical attention. So I'm asking, I wrote a little letter that I'm happy to give you. If you'd like to come see me after the meeting. I've got a few copies of this thing, and I delivered a copy of this letter to the entire executive board. And I'm moving that we schedule, through due process, the REC Article 5 process for expelling a member from the party.
Okay.
I still have a motion on the floor.
We got a motion on the floor.
Give him his motion.
It's from 1976.
And then we're closing the meeting.
No, I signed up. Julie signed up. I signed up.
Go ahead, we have a minute. Speak. Yes, ma'am. Ken has given you his time. Thank you, Ken, you're a gentleman.
I had planned on asking the board's willingness to extend an olive branch and
No, you're not. You're getting out of here. Can you please get him out of here? We can't have a meeting until he's out of here.
He was in charge. We're having so I'm going to let's go back.
Where's the popcorn?
But you're going to allow that? You're going to allow out of here. Anthony Sabatini is out of here. He's being extremely disorderly, absolutely disrespectful. I am the chairman of the party, and he is asked out of here. Thank you very much.
Under what authority?
It's a public meeting.
Under what authority am I being told I have to say? This is a public meeting. This is not my last meeting, it's a public meeting. You're going to tell me who told me that. This is a public meeting. Half the people in here are public here. This is not right. This is not right. Sir, you can't come in here and just start arresting people because they made a motion. You're threatening arrest because he has too much to want to take up. It's not that hard.
The body never made a motion.
This body never told me
The body did not make a motion.
Mr. Chairman.
Sergeant, he's not a member of the party, and I'm the chairman, and he's leaving because he's very disruptive. And
The chairman is out of order. The chairman is out of order. The chairman is out of order. The chairman is out of order.
must be probable cause.
There's two motions on the floor. I don't understand why
There is no sign complaining. There is no complainant.
Watch where you're going, buddy.
That is authorized to do this. I see no complainant that is authorized to do this, sir.
The chairman is out of order.
There is no complainant. There is no articulable suspicion. There is intimidation, and we respect the police and love the police. However,
it's just a simple motion. That's it. It was just a motion to reinstate the policy. You got a motion to reinstate.
Once you become a member, you can come back in here and write them out. If you're not doing this, get out of here.
It's just a motion. I don't get it. It's a motion to reinstitute the policy committee. Why is that offensive? Why is that a ground? I don't get it.
we have to stand behind him.
It's a basic motion. Why is it such a big deal?
It's a democratic strategy.
Hey, somebody on the executive board, just hold the vote on the motion. It's not that big of a deal. I don't know why you guys are shutting down the meeting.
They're lucky we're not Antifa, we don't wear masks.
Or ice, we can't wear masks.
This is a public meeting, publicly noticed. It's public notice. Listen, there was a motion made in Boston. I said, yes. He goes, you have to leave. So he's one person.
Yeah, you were the video camera.
There's no threat, there's no disruption. There's a motion before you.
That guy right there is causing fun.
There's two meetings set, the private meeting and the public. The private meeting is supposed to start about an hour. This was happening during that. I probably wouldn't really want to, that's not, it's a public meeting. The motion is made.